You're live. Hello, folks. How's everybody doing? Let me just share the stream here. It's been about a week. I had a very, very bad week last week. A very bad week. So I didn't stream for about a week. But I'm back now, so my depression has passed. At least a little bit, and we're gonna go back to streaming. Now, I'm gonna do just a couple of gathering guild leaves for my miner really quick here. I'll show you some of the changes too if you're interested in gathering changes. And then we're gonna do a little bit of crafting because they changed crafting a lot. And then we'll do maybe the new dungeon. We'll see. Okay, so Crystallized Revenge. Initiate. And we are in Sneak. So one of the changes they made was Stealth is now Sneak, and you're pretty much invisible to everybody and can move and mount and everything, and there's no issues. Which is pretty great. I got my faithful buddy Henry here. Is the music too loud? Let me see. Audio levels. No, it seems to be alright. I think you guys can hear me. I don't want to be too loud, too soft. Where's the next one? That's right here. Kind of far spread out. But as you can see, no one saw me back there. Sneak is pretty handy. I have some hot tea here, so you might hear me stirring every once in a while. It's pretty close to the mic. But, you know. It's because I have a little bit of a cold. You can kind of hear it in my voice, but that's alright. Hot tea. Oh, I added too much sugar this time. This is the second time. See, I can, like, run right next to them and they don't even care. It's pretty great. Sneak's pretty great. Really glad they upgraded Stealth. This is the Halloween map, in case you were curious. Halloween, Halloween. But yeah, I've been gone for a little bit. I don't really want to mention my problems, because I'm sure other people have worse problems, but I was really upset and I didn't want to do anything, and that's how it starts, and then I decided I couldn't be like that, so I needed to do something. Streaming was. Now I've already played through the MSQ, and let me just tell you, the patch MSQ, I'm not gonna spoil anything, I'm just gonna say, like, my rating, my overall feelings, it was fantastic. And I did kind of on a cliffhanger. I'm really excited for the next patch. I would like, we have 2 weeks until the Asgardian Restoration comes out. I would like to be leveled up for the Asgardian Restoration. Now, they also buffed Guild Leave XP. So currently, if you are crafting or you're leveling your crafters specifically, the guild leaves that you use to level them up the fastest have been buffed with extra XP. So you will level them much faster. As you can see, I now have all of my crafters above level 50. Which is pretty great. Hiccup. There is way too much sugar in that tea. I usually add 3. Did I add 4 by accident? I might have added 4 to my teacup. I might be on stream still by the time the Beast Tribe resets. The new Beast Tribe is right here. You start the Beach Tribe quest for Shadowbringers in the Crystarium. And it is an amazing quest, and it is used mainly to level up your alts. It's pretty great for that. There's also a quest in Yulmar to do after a specific part in the MSQ that will give you things to hand in, specifically custom bilberries. You should do that right away because it resets every week and you can only progress so much. So I would suggest doing it, resets every Tuesday. So I would suggest doing it ASAP. I specifically did the gathering ones, but I mean, you could do, there are, I don't know if it'll show you here. No, it would be too much of a spoiler. But, there's crafting to do for that as well, crafting handouts. It's not all just gathering. But I did it gathering style because I was leveling up my miner. This new patch has been really good. It's added a lot of content, and honestly, people call in between patches and stuff droughts, but in Final Fantasy XIV, it's really hard for me to even find a drought. There's so much for me to do between leveling up crafters and gatherers and regular classes, battle classes, that I just feel like I literally cannot run out of content. And even when I've reached max level in all of my classes, I'll still have more things to do. Like, I'll have to maybe do scripts, or gather scripts, or go and make some gil. Like, there's just a million things to do in this game. I could go gather and make money. I could go craft. I could literally do a bajillion things. I could even go level my alts. Because I have 2 alt characters that I'm working on leveling in specific ways. I think sapphire is a pretty name for a mineral. Don't mind the yelling. It happens every day. All the time. So I'm working on a bunch of videos for my channel that are beside this. I gotta film some Learn New Draw Weekly videos, which my Learn New Draw Weekly stuff has come out pretty much on time. Last one came out 2 days ago? 3 days ago? Wait, yeah. 3 days ago in half an hour. And, yeah. That was pretty fun. It's, going over my pages and how I do my comic. And, I'm not sure if it's scheduled for tomorrow. But that video is on what I did for Inktober this year. Didn't do a video a day like I did last year because it's just too much. Too much! I got very, very tired very quickly. So yeah, but this year I did something different, just like my own personal type thing. One more. Oh, I jinxed myself. I jinxed myself. I jinxed myself. There we go. I'd like to run my guild leaves down a little bit, and they've been so high. 86 is really high for me. Usually they're around 20, so I decided, let me do some guild leaves. Just a little bit. Ugh. I love this mount. They removed the ability to get that mount. Which is pretty sad. I also love the houses down in this lake. This whole area is probably my favorite. Okay. 93 even with number 3, wow. Ouch. I'd like to get a medium evaluation, but it doesn't look like I'll be able to. 87, we're on, what, the second node? The Gathering Storm. Actually, I'm out of Rested XP, which is kind of amazing. I finally ran out. Considering the game launched and I was out for 3 weeks, because, well, it was only a plan to be 2 weeks, but the vehicle we used broke down, so it was extended for 3 weeks. But yeah, I was away for 3 weeks. It was all Rested XP. I mean, it hits a cap, I'm pretty sure, but no. 204, not bad. We got a couple more left. Maybe we'll make it to at least the 5%. I was hoping to get 10, but usually I don't get the 25. I have to work on fishing as well. I don't really like the fishing in Fishguard. They want brown bolos, which are like impossible for me to gather. Absolutely impossible. I've been trying for a while now. I'm just really frustrated. I hit like this wall at level 50 for fishing, and it's just, I don't know. I feel like there's a secret someone's not telling me. All the other gatherings are easy comparison. This node is just gonna be completely nothing. Yep. I got literally 0 objects from that node. I don't want to use a potion because this is the last one. So maybe I'll just wait. There we go. Till we get past 50. Ah, my bad luck continues. I got 3 things that node. That's pretty pathetic. Pretty pathetic. I'm trying to get tissues out of my pockets, not working. They're stuck. Come on. There we go. I apologize for the noise, but I got this awful cold somehow. It's just literally the worst. Whew. So yeah. It's been quite a week. Collect reward. See how everything goes up? Just much quicker. Alrighty. So we're level 73, which is pretty great. Now let's talk about the new crafting stuff. Specifically, let's do We might have to gather. Let's do armor, I guess. Armor. I'm not sure if I have any of the materials needed. It's all level 50 stuff, and this is mithril. I do have mithrils, but I don't have sand. So they added a bunch of new stuff. Here, let me show you. This is the recipe tree. So you need leather for this. So it shows you how to make the leather and what you need for it. It shows you what ore you need in order to make the ingots. Shows you what you need to make the nuggets. And then if you go to the raw materials list, you have a list of all the things that you need and how much you need for them. So that's pretty handy. Pretty handy. We talk about... I don't have any mithril sand. Let's search. I don't have any mithril sand. I'd have to go out and get that. Let's see. Mithril sand. Is there cedar logs? I don't have cedar. I don't have holy water. Let's see. This is alchemy, and it's spring water and mistletoe, which I don't have. Correct? Yeah. What about dark chestnut logs? No. Do I have any logs that I can make? Let's see. Let's just do logs. Oops. Is that? It's not bringing up what I want it to bring up, so that's fun. Mahogany. Alright, we can make some oak lumber. So let's go and do this. Let's see. I got that cool carpentry saw. That saw is so cool. Upgrade my items. And we are going to make this. But first, let me fix my bars really quick. So they took away, as you can see, cross classes. But they added, you pretty much get everything. Anyway, so Great Strides is here. Rapid Synthesis is here. Inner Quiet, Observe, Tricks of the Trade, Ingenuity, Waste Not, Want Not, Standard Touch, Great Strides. This was all stuff you had to level up. Other Final Appraisal. I think Final Appraisal is new, and so is Waste Not too. And then Collectible Synthesis. So these were all things that were on different classes. Now let me see what the recommended is. So this is Durability 40. So, okay. Let's synthesize. It wants us to do Inner Quiet. I don't have the skill it wants me to use yet. It wants me to use Manipulation. Ingenuity. Basic Synthesis. Oh, that was too much. Too much! I would like to get more out of that. Bagot's Blessing increases Inner Quiet effect 100% plus 20% for each bonus to control. We're gonna use Tricks of the Trade first though. And then Ingenuity. Bagot's Blessing. Mend. Regular Touch. Does give us extra, but we're not quite there yet. There's gotta be something else we can do? I have a bunch of different rotations up that people posted. So everybody's kind of going around rotations, right? Throwing rotations around at each other. Okay. Let's see. Looking at all the things. Final Fantasy 14 forum is not loading right now. There we go. Alright, let's try this one. Oh, where's my live stream? There we go. Okay. Inner Quiet. Innovation. Ingenuity. Tricks of the Trade. Great Strides. It's like literally everything. Great Strides on here twice. Oh, well that did a lot. Still not high quality though. Don't worry, it'll take a million years, but I'll figure this out. Also, they upgraded how easily it is to just quick synthesize things. How often you'll succeed. Which is pretty great. But as you can see, you get a lot less XP. See? Just sewing it here. So you're gonna want to do it like this. Let's try. It gave me 5% right away. Still not getting high quality ones. I'm messing up more and more. Super concentration mode isn't working. I'm getting a solid 5 that first time. Like every time. Now I'm up to 15. If I get lucky and get tricks, it seems I can... No, still not get it because I'm nearly 20% there. I am not a crafting genius. Usually I have people to help me. I also didn't get tricks that time. I'm actually really surprised at how much XP this is getting me. Let's just go with these two. Oh, I missed a Trix proc. Oh, that's my bad. They don't usually mix it. So it's still giving me 5 without innovation. Now this is a really low recipe. It should be easy for me to get up really high, but it's not working. You see what I mean? Granted, my gear isn't the best. Like, I'm not really in level 50 gear, but without the procs, it's definitely, you have to figure out which proc is giving me the 5% at the beginning, I think. %. We got 19 is the highest we've gotten. Oh, I ran out of logs. Okay. Okay. Those were just level 30 stuff. I wish I could filter stuff that I had, like, only stuff I had, like, the correct stuff in my bags for. Like, you can craft this, 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 and this with stuff you already have. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that might be something you can already do, but I just don't know how to do it. So in order to make holy water, I need spring water and the mistletoe I can get from mining and logging in the smoldering waste. So I think I might do that. We're just gonna go get a little bit of these materials. I am trying to level up my crafters. Okay. So we're here for water and mistletoe. The smoldering waste is down here. So we could go up, but we're not going to. Also, the brown Bordeaux is here as well. But will that one do? This one right here. Let's try right here. These ones should give us the water. We're way high level, so it shouldn't be an issue. Let's try and get some high quality stuff. I couldn't remember what my buttons were for getting high quality. I'm gonna try and get as many high quality waters as possible for crafting. I guess the getting high quality stuff is gonna mean more. I'm not sure. Because, like, I didn't get anything. We're just here for the water. We don't need the maps. I'd say, in order to make it, you only need 1. We need 2. So we should probably get about 100. Somebody thinking right now is like 100. Yeah, that's not a lot. I'm surprised I'm still getting XP. That's pretty funny. Getting a lot of XP actually. This is only level 55, so I'm level 73. It shouldn't be giving me that much. I mean, it's not giving me true level stuff. I should probably go up to that unspoiled one. Let's just head up to this unspoiled one to see if there's anything there. Sometimes the unspoiled ones items sell for a lot, and oh, it's gone. Never mind. I was debated. I believe that's what the kids refer to it as. I'm so old. I'm like, oh. This is all the way over here. We're still in the Smoldering Waste. How far away is this thing? All the way on the other side of this mountains. Now we're in the Avian Fallen, which I believe is a totally different area. I'm not sure, because they're level 60 nodes, so I'm not sure. Huh. The Beastkin Horn, what's that? Used to make barding, some powdered, and a sewing needle. Huh. And it's also part of adventure. How interesting. But anyway, we don't need anything. Enable quick gathering, what's that? Let's just try pigment. Oh, that's cool. It just gathers it for you. Rainbow pigments are great. I can make literally all the dye with it. I'm gonna go over here. No, I don't want that one. How much water we got? There's some. Music in this area is really cool. Very pretty. Alright, so we just do this and then enable quick gathering. Cool. It's very hands-free. I could do this and work on a project or something. That's not really what it's intended for, I suppose. Getting a lot of non-high quality ones, this is fine. Or anyway, it used to be fine. I'm not sure if high quality is going to mean more now. Because I was having trouble. No, it still wants me to go up, and I refuse. I don't want to go up to that new area. Is that one somewhere else? Is that still in the area? I don't think so. It's really annoying that it's making me... It's only pinpointing ones that are outside the area I need when these ones were right here and it could have just given me this one. Quick gathering is really handy. I don't have to click on it. Guys, look, no hands. Pretty great. I didn't even know that was a feature of this, I'm getting 2 per on this node. We're doing pretty good. It also said mistletoe is in the area, but that is botany, which I should have even less problems with. My botanist, if you guys didn't know, is level 80. Should have even less issue. This is why we we level gathering first. So that we can gather things to level things up. That was my goal originally. I can take a nice drink of my juice or my tea, whatever I've got in front of me. I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite enjoying the fact that I don't really have to do anything. It's a lot faster, it feels like. We're waiting to 100 so I can use number 2. We're only getting like 1 out of 4, which isn't very good, but... Ah, the car. Flying car. We're pretty close, and then we'll head to... we'll just switch to get the mistletoe. Leveling crafting can be pretty boring, but it's also kind of fun. It might be boring to watch. I'm having a good time. A lot of people don't level crafting and gathering. I know, I don't remember what YouTuber it is, and I certainly won't call anybody out, but I know of someone saying they were quitting Final Fantasy XIV. This was a long time ago. Because, quote-unquote, there's nothing to do, and this person didn't want to, or said that there was nothing else to do in the game. And then he brought up in his video where he was explaining why he didn't want to play anymore, he brought up his window, and I saw all the crafting and gathering that were all not even picked up. And I'm like, well, there's your problem. If you don't love crafting and gathering, you're losing half of the game. Crafting and gathering is a massive, massive part of this game. And it reminds me a lot of... Well, I made a video on it. God, now I can't remember the name of the video again. I can't remember the name of the game, guys. Hold on, I'll find it. It's a video I made super recently, and it was this game versus... Fantasy Life, that's what it's called. I can't believe I couldn't remember that. To be fair, it's been a while since I played it, but this game, I was in love with Fantasy Life. Being able to have, like, quick time events and having to pick abilities and stuff for crafting was really, really fun. So... the fact that this is like an MMO that allows you to do that is just super amazing to me. Where's the rest of the water? Oh, there it is. But yeah, crafting and gathering has always been... I've been interested in it in other games too. I'm really, really excited for the new Animal Crossing. Being able to craft your furniture, oof. I can't wait. Now, from what we saw at the events for that game, you can't actually, there's no abilities, you just gather the stuff and craft it, but it's a step up from what they had originally. I'm a huge Animal Crossing fan. Once that game comes out, you'll probably see a lot of content on my channel. I played Animal Crossing New Leaf. I got the limited edition Animal Crossing 3DS, and I played that game for a solid 2 years. I played WoW and stuff, and I remember I was raiding with my guild, and during polls and stuff, I'd be like, well, tell me when you need me, and they'd just hear, like, the Animal Crossing music as I was, like, playing in my chair. Yeah. I was really obsessed with Animal Crossing. I just, you know, you can only do so much in that game before it's no longer fun, but the point was it was fun for like 2.5 years. And there literally nobody I knew played that game but me. So it was just me alone playing that game, and I played it for that long. It was incredible. I really loved that game. And the updated graphics in... what did they say the new one was called? I don't remember. But the one for Switch. It's really exciting. Can't believe there's quick gathering now. There are some gathering things that I think Final Fantasy could take from Fantasy Life. Such as the boss, quote-unquote, boss gathering nose that you could get. Alright, let's switch over. I haven't actually done my botanist yet after the patch, so we gotta add that. Take that off. And I think that's it. So now, hopefully this will give me nodes that are here. We are looking for mistletoe. And this should be around the same level. Nope, no mistletoe on this. We could probably get some logs. Probably be good. Because we can use them for lumber. But I would like mistletoe. And it said it was in this area. But we need mistletoe. Oh! It's not in this area, it's in Old Town. Okay. Let's get this node over here for some of these logs and then we'll move over there. But it's a timed one, so I'm not sure. We'll be able to get any. Okay, so churning mists. And I've never gathered it. I think it is time. Let's see what the times are. Okay. Can hand it in for thing. Does holy water. Stack size 999. Mode spot. The churning mists. So maybe it isn't. I don't think I've ever particularly gathered here. Maybe that's why? I don't know. We'll see. Let me see. It's not showing a time. Usually these show a time. It's a slot 3, it says. There are multiple ventures. Logging node slot. 12 a.m. and p.m. It's 2, so we literally just missed it. It's also sold by a merchant in the Jeweled Corsair. Let's actually go check that out. Is it sold by a merchant or sold by merchants too? Past Divot in the Jeweled Corsair. Let's go see if that's true. The Jeweled Corsair. We don't need the XP, so it's not like, you know what I mean? Starts with a P. Past the vet? Are you the one that sells it? Trevian mistletoe, there it is. It's pretty expensive. Okay, cool. So you can buy it from here, you don't need it. Unspoiled stuff is really annoying to get. Okay, we're gonna make some holy water. I don't have everything on my bar, which could be a problem. Ingenuity, tricks of the trade. It's not wanna. Innovation. Final appraisal. I God's blessing. Collectible synthesis. Hasty touch. Rapid synthesis. Okay, did I get everything? Okay, cool. So we'll go ingenuity. Great strides. Oh, I messed up. I messed up. Okay. We're using just the basic stuff right now, but we're probably just gonna have to do this. That is a lot. It only does 38. I don't know if we can make it. 114? We're gonna be a little short, I think. Maybe not if we mend twice. Yeah, we're gonna have to mend twice, though. My gear at level 50 on some of these alts is really bad. Oh, we got 3 bottles of holy water, so that's good. We are gonna interquire it, I think. Should increase progress. Getting all the volleys of holy water. Now let's try with some high quality stuff. It only brought me up to 6%. So high quality really doesn't do as much. It's gonna be a lot more difficult to get high quality stuff this patch. Especially since nobody knows what they're doing yet. Seems gathering high quality stuff is easier, but not for the base stuff. We might sell the high quality ones if they're not going to help. I really should buy a set of 50 gear, but I mean, what's the point? Because, like, I'm just going to be rushing past this, and I have a full set of level 80, 70 gear, and 80 gear. So I don't know what the purpose would be. I really should do some of the quests. See if there's any gear I can... No. This is all really level gear though, like around level 40. My shoes are level 20. These earrings are level 1. Ugh. Not good. Right after a patch, or expansion, where you hit like level 50 and level 60 and level 70, that's the hardest because when you're leveling up at least. Because they assume that during the expansion you manage to make high quality gear and your gear is really high up. But when you're leveling, you're rushing through leveling and not really. I'm getting a lot of XP though. Not gonna lie, pretty good XP. I looked up at the Orison time and I panicked. I was like, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. What do you mean it's 4 o'clock in the morning? I'm not even using Tricks of Trade or anything like that now. I'm just making, because I know I can't get high quality. So I'm just making them in the way that I know I can make them. There's no point. Getting the craft to completion. Since it gives you less XP, I'm not gonna do it quick. And it makes sense that it would give you more XP because of the time investment. Crafting up a storm is almost complete. The music in Ishgard is really good. I love the snow. I really should just buy a level 50 set. Probably from, I can just buy it from the market here, but would be the Gil investment. Crafting up a storm, that gave me a lot more. Still going, oh, no. I am not still going, okay. So I made that. I could probably go and make some of this holy cedar lumber. Let's do that. Let's just see how long this takes us. It's definitely better progress, at least. But I do have this level... Oh no, I clicked the wrong button. I fail. I didn't mean that. Sometimes I do that. It's just... negligence, really. Okay, click the right button this time. There we go. I do have this level 50 main hander on this class that I got because I thought it looked cool. That's literally the only reason I have it. I want to put it in the glamour dresser when I'm done. Like getting past this level when I have something neater. Because I really like the way it looks. Super focused on crafting. Actually, we can make some of these too for the first time. Oh, that is such a little amount. We're gonna need that. 3 and it's not even 100% or 100, and it's 320. We are gonna need all the CPU we can get. We did it though. I'm really surprised. I don't have the... I only have 4. I don't have 5. I need 1 more. That's just cool. You can see the progress that you need and stuff like that before you craft it, but as long as I know I can craft it, then I don't really need to worry about it. How many more should we make? Carpenter's leveled up some, that's fun. And we leveled up alchemy just a tad. This actually gave us new stuff we can craft. Ooh, masks? Where is Tryon? There we go. Oh, they look like masquerade masks. Interesting. Birch lumber. Cool. This is level 53. We probably should have gotten out and gotten some sand. Let's put this, let's put this on the market board. I was originally going to use it, but since it literally makes no difference, I'm not even going to bother. High quality is 4,000. That is a lot. Do I have any gil? Yep. You can see none of my characters are out on ventures right now. I ran out of venture things. Alright. Give some high quality stuff. We sell this high quality dark chestnut logs since I can't use them. Story of my life. Because I need one more. And they are 650. Not actually a lot more than the other stuff. Well, the rest of this stuff I use for higher level crafting, like Weaver. My Weaver is level 74. That was the first one I leveled. I don't have enough to make this codex. Because I need leather and I don't have the 2 leathers that you need. I think that's alchemy. Yeah. Okay, when do the dailies reset? Not yet. Your alliances or your dailies reset are 12. So if it's 9, it's not reset yet. I should probably go do my squadron. Kind of in the mood to do a dungeon. There's enough crafting for today, I think. Or for right now. I'll probably go back to it later. Well, I say today, but it's 12:26, so technically it's a new day. Gonna go do my squadron, which should have leveled up, hopefully. If they did everything correctly in this mission that I sent them on. Hopefully it's success. Let's see what you got. Mission was a success, yay! No, look. I think this was the advancement one. Mostly safely. Squadron rank 3. Priority missions. And they're on a timer and they reset Tuesday. Okay. Oh, they promoted me to first storm lieutenant. Fantastic. So, once you've hit a certain point in your grand company, the only way you can get promoted is through the squadrons. That gives me new rewards outside. Alrighty. First, let's go to the board and view squadron. And let's see. 20% chance to receive materia. When all are a different race. I believe they are. But I really like the Gatherer scripts. What do you got? We don't have a rogue. So it's okay if we lose those because we don't have a rogue. Alright, let's see what priority missions are. Yeah, squadron. Yes, I'm aware. Priority missions, okay. Let's give priority seal allowances, authorizing a temporary increase in payment for services rendered. Increases number of company seals earned by completing grain company duties. Oh. Overrides company action with similar action. Oh, gold saucer VIP card. Increases quantity of MGP earned by participating in gold saucer attractions. Those are interesting. Let's see. Grand company issue literature outlining basic combat techniques, increasing EXP gained but by defeating enemies in the field. So does this give the squadron extra XP? Probably, right? Oh, survival material. Analyze basic foraging, increases EXP earned from gathering activities. It doesn't say for the squadron, it just says squadron survival manual, so maybe it gives it to me and it gives me a boost to gathering. That's engineering, so that's crafting. Increases spirit bonding speed, oh that's helpful. Increases a meal effect, that's interesting. Decreases gear wear, wow. Grand Company issue authorizing priority use of realmite aether rates at a discounted rate. Oh, okay, discounted aether rates, that's pretty interesting. Increasing number of Grand Company seals earned. So now we're just going back over the rewards again. Okay. So let's see which one is not equal to the task MGP. I'm not really planning on doing MGP, so let's do this one. Squadron is equal to the task. Okay, yes. I don't care about the other. Okay. Send that off. Let's go look at our new rewards, shall we? Very exciting. I think there's even one more rank. Quartermaster? Yep, there's Storm Captain. So I just got First Lieutenant. I don't have Captain yet. This gave me access to grade 7 materia. Some food, which is helpful. Moonstones, paper bamboo, magic oilcloth, and glacier crystals. Oh, it doesn't give us this minion yet. Or the miniature aetherite, which you need for your housing plot. Or the flooring and such. Voucher redeemable by Maestron and is used for instant teleportation to Maelstrom Command. Oh, that's helpful. High grade company issue tonic. Allowing for easier breathing and full immediate recovery from unconsciousness. Used to change the class of a squadron member. Used to, okay, so this is all squadron stuff and then enlistment papers. A lot more reagents are available, which I like. This is all stuff that is very useful. Webs and such. Borax. Petrified logs, cashmere fleece. This is all very useful. Peacock ore. All this stuff is really useful if you're leveling up. I really should have gotten this sooner, but let's see. I could buy 23 of them. Let's just go 15. So I want to be able to send out my next thing. I don't have to worry about the venture tickets. I have so many retainers that it feels like a waste to just leave them. Let's head down to Hawker's Alley. I kind of want to do a dungeon, I'm just not sure which dungeon. I think I've done all my roulettes for today. All except the expert. And the main scenario, which I don't do every day because it's very long. Alrighty. I'll do the rogue glass because I'm just working on hitting level 50 enemies so I can gear for them. Once they hit level 50, I'll make them a full set of level 50 gear. That's why they're so far down. I know they're not getting a lot of XP, but I don't really have the gil to waste. Kind of been going really low on gil recently. Then maybe after this we'll play a little bit of my little Lalafell for a while. Okay, we have enough to set the rogue up. Now the rogue has a whole set of level 50 gear. So they can go on every mission. See how I got them a whole set of level 50 gear. Let's do... Yeah, let's go over to the Lalafell, I think. I haven't been on the Lalafell since the patch came out, so... Pixie Sky. We could go on Aura, which is also a character I'm working on, but... not as intensely. Aura is just kind of a character I go on when I want to be in Aura. I also have a little Mikote boy. I like having multiple characters because I like all the different glamours you can make for them. Alright, we are level 28 and we are doing MSQ. Oh, I didn't show you guys the fellowship system. But let's see if I can join my own fellowship. Can we search? There are so many. There we go. We can join our own fellowship. So this is the fellowship I made. Helpful Warriors. And there are literally not that many members. But I made the fellowship in case anybody needs help with anything. They can go on the message board and you know, help each other out. So, yeah. If you guys want to join, it's called the Helpful Warriors. It's on the Crystal Data Center. So if anybody wants to make friends, battle, or help with crafting, that's there. Did they make any changes to low level? No. Low level conjurer changes? Didn't think they would, but always check. Let's do this, fate. Oh, I got a Ziz. The Ziz always they sound like a bad word when you're saying them. I can't wait to get my little chocobo buddy. You, sir, are not part of this fate. I got 11 minutes left, so it's not too much of a hurry, but I would like to get a lot more of these. And where is the guy to hand this into? Is he below us? Looks like he's shown there, but I don't see him. He must be below us. Like under this bridge, maybe? This is an area over here I don't like. There's too many cliffs and you can't fly, so it's annoying. Now that I'm playing this character right after playing my main character, the icons are huge. The icons are very big. Right, this will be the last one, and hopefully that'll be enough. Okay, I fell down, but I don't see him. Seems I'm fallen out of the fate now. What's this over here? Quest? Ah, I fell out of the fate. I didn't see him up there, if like that. Oh yeah, of course they fold. Do you guys see that crate up there? If that's where the fake guy is supposed to be, he's not there. Local prospector believes a high mineral content. Is that him? Yeah, okay, he's over here. No, I pulled everything. It's fine. Nope. Action canceled. You were under attack. I can't hand this guy some rocks really quick. How many more do I need? 9 was a little more than half. Can I pull from here? No. I can. Usually over bridges like this would be out of LOS, but I pulled a hair instead of the golem. It's my fault for not looking up here and see what I was targeting. No, I pulled everything. Fantastic. When do I get holy again? And I won't be able to cast anything because I have to move out all that crap. If I pull the Ziz, I'm done for. Oh, I pulled another golem though. Holy crap, just let me cast something. I almost fell off the bridge, that would have been bad. Ah, I pulled a hair by alt-tabbing, are you kidding me? Why? Why did it alt-tab to that? Why didn't it alt-tab to the a million different things I'm already fighting? That doesn't make any sense. I'm also gonna pull this golem now because, you know, the game can't give me a break. I'm gonna run out of MP. Also, I'm so tired of having to run when I just want to cast things. Don't alt-tab, because the game will pull something else you didn't want to pull. Also, sometimes I click on them and they just don't attack. Or I can't, it doesn't target it. This is the last one. That interacting is very slow. Oh, I got stuck on the bridge. We're gonna use the HP post. I wouldn't normally there, but I got stuck on the bridge and panicked. Alright, hopefully this is enough. Fantastic. Okay, even if we run away, it should still give us the... I fell down. What are you gonna do now? I'm stuck in a crevice. Are you kidding me? Oh, and they can follow me down here. I'm so dead. I'm trapped. Here we go. Oh, I'm afraid. Run. Holy crap. So rude. This is, I'm gonna have to kill to do the quest. Long survey. Now, they added New Game Plus. I haven't played it yet. But they didn't add ARR in New Game Plus. So, Realm Reborn, this section that I'm doing, from 0 to 50, is not available in the New Game Plus. So. We're not going to do that quest. And we're not going to walk back either. I have a lot of money. Just stretching a little bit. This cold is kicking my butt. All of the muscles in my back and shoulders are sore. Ugh. we're taking the money. MSQ? Oh, it is part of the MSQ. Huh. I must not have noticed. I can either go up or down. Or left. That's interesting. I didn't notice that it was part of the MSQ. Oh well. A lot of missteps today. From messing up in crafting to just being a dum-dum. Yep. Gotta get some crystals. Blew up the ground. These interactions are really long. None of the interactions in any of the new stuff is anywhere near as close to being as long. I can't believe that they had that interactions that long in AR. It's not just the abilities and such that they sped up. Even the interactions in the story are shorter. Oh, I wanted to make sure really quick, I just passed a delivery mobile, that I collected everything from the delivery mobile. So I'm not sure if any of this stuff expires. Did I get all the items? I don't know if I did this earlier. Okay. I wanted to make sure I got everything. I'm not sure if they expire, but... I passed that a little fast, but... The new developments were there were no developments. I did. A whole apple tart. Oh, he's serious. There are multiple floating eyeballs. Good luck, adventurer. It was a pleasure knowing you. So, I'm not going to continue the MSQ. I picked up this quest, but I'm going to head back to Britannia because I want to do the All Saints Wake stuff on my level. I almost forgot. I'm going to do it on all the characters that I have available that are above level 15. Because that's the level you can do it at. You head to the amphitheater. In case you've never done All Saints Wake before, it ends in 2 days. So, well, technically in 1 day now. It ends the 1st of November. So make sure you guys go and pick it up so you can get your mount. And you pick it up from this guy, Adventurers Guild Investigator. You strike me as an adventurer worth your salt. Might I ask for a moment of your time to stop two evils bent on consuming the realm. Circus you see has arrived once again, as it does every year when it comes time for All Saints Wake, bringing ghosts and pumpkins and all manner of revelry to Eorzea. I suspect, however, that the troop's plan is something even more sinister than the distribution of sweet treats. They're fell fiends in disguise, you understand? It's just what they do. I've been only able to discern the nature of the vile plot as yet, but I am certain that something is afoot. Thus do I ask that you assist in my investigation. I need you to speak with the Impresio, learn what manner of entertainment the troop is offering this year, and perhaps trick him into revealing something of what they really plan. I will continue to observe the other matters for every sign of suspicious activity. So we head over here. This is the seasonal event. It will give you XP. So if you're doing a leveling challenge, just beware. Cutscene time. I skipped this on my main character. Horrifying All Saints Wake to you, traveler. Now, might this be your first All Saints Wake? It is. Oh, how I envy you, that you may yet experience it for the first time. Oh, All Saints Wake, those unhallowed nights when we might feast and frolic free from prying saintly eyes. Mortals once feared it, it is true, hiding from the creatures that stalked the shadows, but now it is perfectly safe. All the better to cast your cares aside and enjoy the devilish surprises our troop has prepared for the occasion. Why, they're positively dreadful, if I do say so myself. Dreadful, dreadful, I say. What's dreadful? Dreadful is good, right? I raised that armor myself, cared for it ever since it was a beady eye, newly torn from the void by an unscrupulous peddler of exotic pets, and now it's deserted me. I feel so betrayed. Do you mean to say that the circus armor has gone missing? I suppose you do, as we've only the one. This is troubling indeed, my dear lady. Might I ask that you go to aid us in searching for the missing creature? I hate to think of what might become of it, were to be spotted by one who mistook it for an agent of evil. Sure, just leave it to me. How dreadfully kind of you. They use dreadful a lot. Now, were I an Aravan, though I am certainly not, I believe that I might find the crowds of the city intimidating, in which case we had best turn our gaze upon the surrounding wilds instead, perhaps the central shroud to begin with. It can't have gotten far. This quest line is very funny. Now, you could go out, but this is how I did it last time. Just do it this way. You get them out right away. There's some other stuff that you can do, but I didn't really bother too far into it. Most of it's just for pictures and such. I do take pictures, but not really too many. Meet over here. And there's the little flying Aramon. I know exactly where he is. Well, now, I don't believe that we've met. Are you acquainted with this little one? Nope. It tells me that it's been working with the circus, but it struggles to satisfy the Impresio's demands. Oh, sweetheart, you're not a disappointment, and your eye is charming, yes it is. Perhaps you are somewhat different, but that's nothing to feel ashamed of. Isn't that right, hero? Indeed. Impresio, over here! Impreziar? Sorrow? I don't know. Ah, you found it, but why did the two of you not return right away? There was a lady with a pumpkin head. What happened to the pumpkin-headed lady? We were talking to someone a moment ago. Pumpkin-headed lady. A pumpkin-headed woman who disappeared without a trace? Why, you could only be speaking of the legendary leader of the armies of darkness, the Great Gourd herself. I jest, of course. The ogre Pumpkinhead would hardly break her silence after all of these years to speak with you. Hey. Lolfell faces. What I mean, of course, is that the Great Gourd is merely a fable. If she were real, I am sure she would be delighted, no honor, to know you, as are we all. My, you possess a spectacular, spine-chilling glare. It's enough to terrorize a void scent. I mean, it would be, I assume. In fact, it is so very horrific that we're one seeking to train in the art of dread gaze. There could be no better instructor, not even among fiends. As it happens, we are in need of such a tutor. We at the Continental Circus have standards to maintain, you see. To play a part in our troupe, one must be able to project a certain air of eeriness, all in the name of delighting the public, of course. Alas, our friend here's gaze is somewhat less than dreadful, which simply will not do, particularly for an Ahriman. I'm sure you understand. Under your tutelage, however, it may yet become a valued member of the circus. Marvelous, then it's decided. Our men shall be your pupil. Hi. Aw, he likes me. I suppose you will need to learn to ride it if you're to train it properly, though. Come, I'll show you. So this is the quest to get them out, in case you were curious. And once you mold it into a monster that inspires the deepest dread, a force for evil that renders even the most star-willed of mortal voiceless and trembling, our true work will begin. We shall usher in the night of devilry at long last. Recall the Great Gourd from her slumber, and feast as the world cowers before us. I don't know if he's evil or not. Still don't know. The Ahriman is well trained, or at least I thought so until it ran off on me. Ahem. In any case, it ought to bear you a passenger without objection. I ask that you help it practicing gazing upon unsuspecting fools until it gets the hang of doing so dreadfully. When it has learned to perform to your satisfaction, please accompany it back here to me. I should hate to be abandoned by my own Ahriman again. I understand that it is a bit round, so if you fall off, return to me and I will help you reseat yourself. Now go, up you go. So this is the quest you have to do. You're riding on the Ahriman and you deadly gaze at things. You just have to get the little pumpkin on them. And they talk about how scared they are. Oh, so scary. I love the way the Lalafell looks on this mount. I fit perfectly. My Elezen is just too big for this map. I should like to get this on Aura as well. I don't think any of my other characters are high enough. Deadly gaze at the bystanders. Such a fun quest. It is very Halloween-y. And you get a mount, which is great. A very cool mount. It's a little Ahriman with a witch's hat. It's perfect for Halloween. I mean, it's not a new mount. The Ahriman are mounts that we've had before, but for Halloween, it's perfect, and it's a mount. As a collector of mounts, I am very pleased. Now we just go back to him, and talk to him and I'd be like, he likes you, here. Isn't that the way all the quests go when you get things? Must have been terrifying. I saw 3 people running at such speed that they could only have been desperate to reach the safety of their homes. Extraordinary. I am ever so slightly offended that Ahriman seems to have responded better to your training than mine. But what matters is that it has proven itself useful. We can only hope that this is enough to satisfy the Imprezio. I don't think either of us could stand another lecture on the fundamentals of fear. In any case, you have to be informed of your progress immediately. He doesn't like to be kept waiting. Alright, so we're going back to Gridania. Why walk when you can teleport? I'm really excited for All Saints Wake this year. I'm not sure what they'll be doing, but it's my first All Saints Wake. Not All Saints Wake. Starlight Festival? The Christmas one? I'm fairly excited for that. All Saints Wake is Halloween. I don't know if they do Thanksgiving. Not sure. I think I was busy last year. Ah, you've returned. And how did the Ahriman fare in its lesson? Splendidly. It sent not merely 1, but 3 souls hastening home to quiver under their blankets. It was clearly learned to wield its dread gaze. In a manner of speaking. No need to be modest. If its gaze has become even half as horrific as yours, I have no doubt that it is capable of chilling victims to the bone. And you, young Ahriman, congratulations. You've proven yourself to be a worthy member of the troop. Go forth and terrorize the masses. You traitorous little... You want to go with her? I'm not certain we can afford to part with such a valuable asset. On the other hand, so long as it continues to terrify, it needn't necessarily remain here to be of assistance. In fact, traveling would bring it into contact with even more victims. Very well. I am moved by your heartfelt plea, Ahriman. I will permit you a leave of absence so long as you continue to emulate your horrifying companion. Guide it well, adventurer. I look forward to seeing what horrors you visit upon the realm. My foolish children, ever eager to reclaim what was never truly lost. Its devilry takes a different form, but the night goes on, haunted by monster and mortal both. And though you may think me absent, my eye is ever upon you. So do have fun. And thus the mount is ours. Now there are other things you can get. Tina's quest. You've returned at last. Do you uncover any unhallowed plots? Not really. They attempted to train an Ahriman to terrorize the populace, but it's your friend now? Well, as long as it poses no risk to others, I don't see the harm in it accompanying you. Though I will make a note of it in the guild's records, just in case. I appreciate your willingness to get hands-on with this investigation. Speaking of which, for my part, I observed the troop moving large quantities of supplies and issuing invitations in some manner of gathering. Based on past experience, I cannot help but have a bad feeling about this. I have the evilish eye. I know. And that's the map. Next quest. Haunting Grounds. The Adventurers Guild investigator is suspicious of something else now. You are willing to help me investigate further? That's a relief. One simply cannot be too careful when it comes to the Continental Circus. I know not whether you yourself have yet received an invitation, but the troop is once again hosting a masquerade event in the vacant manor nearby. Now, we've received no complaints this year from those who have successfully attended this event. However, others have reported that they were escorted to what they assumed was the venue of the masquerade, only to find themselves pursued by fiends through the echoing corridors of a haunted mansion. I grant that some people enjoy that sort of thing, bizarre though it may be. However, the guild would be remiss were we not to ensure that none have become lost or trapped in such a clearly unsafe location. We can hardly ask the troupe for its cooperation in this manner, as I doubt that their intentions in terrifying unsuspecting revelers are pure. Of course, the only other option is to infiltrate the manor, and this is, of course, what I would ask you to pursue. I believe that your first step should be to seek with the illusionist over there. Over the course of my observing the troupe's movements, I have seen her conversing with at least 2 people that would later report having been to the haunted manor. So this is the instance you can do. I've done this before, though I'm not very good at it. Well, aren't you an appetizing little morsel? What can I do for you? You want to enter the haunted manor? Well, of course. Well, then, of course you may. How could we refuse someone so charmingly foolhardy? You need only speak to one of our dear Harlequin guides to be escorted to the site of your future nightmares. Of course, you may want to ask for a teensy little hint on how to survive before you do, else your mind shan't remain intact for long. Our manor isn't like the dreary, predictable spaces of your mundane world, you know. Oh, it has rules, to be sure, but there are fewer, and the consequences of breaking them all the greater for it. Good luck, dear. Seasonal event instance unlocked. You now have access to the Haunted Manor's seasonal instance. To enter the manor, speak with the Harlequin guide in either the amphitheater or the Acorn Orchard. Haunted Manor is a light party instance for players. There is no class, job, or level requirements for participating. Parties that register for the instance with less than 4 members will be filled out automatically via the matching system. Let's see, where's this quest? Ambrosio has an invitation for you. Ah, my bone-chilling friend, you were so dreadfully helpful with the Araman. I feel that I must simply repay you in kind. Thus do I extend to you an invitation to our grand event, a sumptuous masquerade where you may revel to your heart's content. We have prepared a thrilling manner for our guests to explore, and all are encouraged to attend to the guides of their choice. To you, however, I would offer something rather more extraordinary. Within the manor, you will find an associate of the troupe who is frighteningly well versed in the arts of glamour. You will undoubtedly note his terribly convincing guise. I shan't say a word more unless I spoil the delights that await. If you would state your curiosity, you may speak with him. Go on now, don't delay. We'll show you to the masquerade. So, let's do this first. Because there are housing items you can get from this event, which I don't think I'm going to be able to get a house on this character or any of my other alts. Perhaps an apartment or a room in the FC. But we will be able to hand them in here, so. And I guess here as well. Yeah. But you need cookies that you get from doing the manor. 4, I think it is. So the goal is to find things without getting caught. This music in here reminds me of the Addams Family. Okay, we don't want to get caught. We'll lose our sanity. And we have to find things. So we're finding circles. Find and occupy all 4 circles at the same time. This is a difficult one. I'm gonna head downward. usually head to the cellar because it's... Oh. One of the easier levels. Okay. Wen's got that one. Okay. Here's a charm. And here's a circle. Alright. So we found our circle in a cellar. Hopefully everybody will go stand in a circle. You have to stay on them permanently, so... I should probably go check the other rooms and make sure there's not... Make sure there's not any more down here. I'm gonna wait until he turns around. Turn around. Go on. Oh goodness. There's Armand. I'm going for it. I feel like waiting. Maybe he doesn't turn around abruptly. There's someone in room 04, so I should probably go back to the one in 02. Ah, crap. Stupid. Okay. So we just gotta wait for that one guy to go to the other one. So yeah, it's pretty tough. The little orb thingies I have trouble seeing. In case you were curious. A lot of eye issues. The samurai is heading to room 102 so that we can complete. Right here, you said it too. Just gotta go this way. I think we're in room 104. Fantastic. And there's more than one of these little puzzles. It takes you back up to the top. And it gives us a new task. Mission start. We are finding... Use the hints to find the Jack-in-the-Boxes. So you don't want to open any of the Jack-in-Boxes until you're certain. Usually what I do is... I find the hints and I put them in chat and I have someone else tell me which one it is. Because I'm never positive. There's a Jack in the box. In this room, is there a hint? This is just a charm. We'll use it. Looking for the hints. Stupid wisp. I got really close. That probably would have seen me if I wasn't obstructed. One is in the cellar. Okay. We don't know specifically what room. First one is in 4. Wait for the armor to pass. Room 4 in the cellar. Okay. So I head to room 4 in the cellar. Shit, I opened the one in room 5. That was stupid. I'm still under charm. It wore off literally as I got out. Oh my god, I just keep messing up. That's pretty bad. There we go. And then the note here says, second untapped box is somewhere on the floor. Second on second floor. Was pretty bad. Can't believe I did that. Ah, on stream, you know. I better to make a fool. I'm gonna get out of the cellar now. So it looks like everybody's already headed up to the second floor. Ah, we did it. I got the first one, someone else got the second one. Cool. One final game, then to test the limits of courage. We'll get caught now. Okay. Coffer, cracker, discover the combination, then say the numbers while targeting the coffer. Alright, we're headed down to the cellar again. Because that's where I always head. Literally always. Down again. Where are you? Okay. Nothing in room 1. Wait for that armor to pass. First is 0. Gotta wait until he moves. Fourth number is 6. Sometime today, Herman. We're good. It's a charm. If there's anything else in this room. Moving on. Don't see anything in this room. Okay. Could wear off at any time, you know. There it goes. Ah, used it again. Alright, there's the last cryptid note. else got down here first? So the first is 0, the second is 6, the third is 5, yeah. Yeah. Now we just need to find the coffer. Because it's not down there. Yay, okay. Probably on the second floor. You really only need to do this once to get both the rewards. Okay. Take your cookies. Did I get my cookies? No. We did good, everybody. I got 5 cookies. I got 2 player commendations, even though I messed up so badly. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we'll get the pumpkin carriage. And the All Stakes Wig advertisement, which is the cutest billboard ever. And then if you want the prism, you can go back in, but I find no reason to. And then if you want to go to the manor to do the quest, I think it gives you more cookies, I'm not sure. So this one is completely empty, except for other players. You just head in and there's usually some people about. See, they can turn into NPCs. So if you talk to him, you can change into pretty much whatever you want. We just need to know which one to use. Charming, compassionate Lalafell, Lady of Noble Birth. That's the Queen of Ul'dah. Yeah. So they're all here. There's a lot of different NPCs you can become. No interest to me. They're good for, you know, taking pictures and stuff. Not interested. Okay. Now we're headed up on 2 hours for the stream. Should probably do more MSQ, but not really in the mood. Let's do Guildheist. I should go and do that on other characters. Level them up so they can get here and do them. So we only have until tomorrow. But it's 1:30. I should go to bed. I'll do this guild heist and then we'll go to bed. Or I'll go to bed. You don't have to go to bed if you don't want to. Okay. Should probably cure it considering that's our job. This isn't gonna give us too much XP. guild heists don't give too much XP past like level 15. Like barely any at level 40. All my characters on my main are above level 40, so I literally get nothing, but I go in every day because they're quick. Even some is better than none. Everybody did good. Everybody gets a pat on the back. Save barely anything. Move the bar so tiny. I got a player commendation. Sweet. Alright guys, thanks for coming to the stream today. Probably gonna go on Aurora and do my Halloween event before I log off for the night. But you guys just saw the Halloween event, so I'm sure. Zora. And then I have 2 other characters as well. Alright, thanks so much for watching guys. I'll see you later.